Hello, Mothership Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Xenonauts X Division with me, BlueAnkylo. Last we left off, Phase 4, our first Terror Mothership. Technically a base attack, but still, Mothership with Terror troops. This'll be fun. First, we need to find out if we can shoot it down, and then we're gonna queue up a mission for it. The rest of the UFOs, we're just gonna try to shoot down. We're not going to worry about missions for them because this is the priority mission by a long shot. So first things first, we're going to try to, lure out these interceptors over here. It might be easier if I send them from South America. That way we just auto-battle over the land, hopefully. Let's see. The shuttles can be a bit of a pain, so ignore him for the moment. Terror Dreadnought. So this is the Phase 3 Terror ship. Cyclones should handle that pretty well. We've got ourselves a battle. I want to shoot things down quickly because taking the mothership down might be particularly hard. So we got to do these battles, quickly with little damage if we can. A battle carrier is actually pretty easy. And to strip off his escorts and then shoot him down. And for this bad boy, I think he's going to try to attack my base 3, my China base. So it might be difficult to shoot him down over land. We're going to need to kill the interceptors quickly and then have a test run over the water to see how much damage we can do. And then we need a whole bunch of UFOs following him so that we actually get an attack before he hits our base. Because he might just do some circles over here and then go beeline straight to the base. So we might not have a lot of land area to shoot him down. And we need that mission, so. Let's send off some Cyclones to test the waters. And they should be able to destroy the interceptors and at least give us a taste. And then we'll probably launch a lot of jets after him soon after that. Alright, let's get to the work. Landed immediately. What was this? I hope that's not the base mission. That'd be really annoying. Because then they'll just build a base instantly. Alright, Terror Dreadnought. You guys should hopefully remember how this works. Cyclones make pretty quick work of the interceptors here, usually. Gotta watch out for those yellow weapons, but they're pretty fast. So easy. Alright, now we need a little bit of distance. Turn our torpedoes on. And then come in for some damage. Now, I don't think we can just do the sideways barrel roll on this guy. I think we have to kind of come towards him. Luckily, it's only 2 torpedoes, so it's really quick. Once we've locked on and fired, we won't be doing many loop-de-loops, but we do have to dodge. Okay, we fired 2. I wonder if we could get away with sort of barrel rolling around and not losing our lock. I gotta use more barrel rolls when I'm doing these. Apparently Firebirds, those of you watching in the future, apparently Firebirds work a lot like these Cyclones do. Just not as big as torpedoes, of course. You have to hit it with normal missiles. But you don't really need anti-missile systems when you're able to do those dodge rolls. So might be worth a try if I ever play again to experiment with Firebirds a little bit more in Phase 1. I still kind of feel like saving your, your extreme parts for the Lotuses in Phase 2 might be a good idea. But, we could have done some particle beam, but it's not going to kill him anyway. But, now that we're hitting with singularity torpedoes, the DPS has gone up a bit. Good thing we got those before the mothership. Alright, then we're going to finish this guy off. The Fury should make absolute mincemeat out of him with the new torpedoes. So this was a research mission that landed, like, instantly. Okay, the contrails can only deal with the interceptors. That's fine for now. Getting the angles on the barrel roll or the main tricks or the distances, something like this. That was perfect. The first one was perfect, the second one not as perfect, but good enough. But yeah, getting those distances, that's really the main trick right now. Alright, we're going to shoot them down with the Lotuses here. Hopefully they can reload in time to help shoot down the mothership. This is all going pretty quickly in terms of game time. Alright, might as well fight this one out. We're doing a lot of air battles today for fun. Have we ever done a particle pulse versus 3 interceptors before? I don't even remember. Well, we took a little bit of damage, but... That's kind of the danger with, oops, I pressed the wrong button. It's kind of the danger with doing the short-range weapons, is it's easy to take a little bit of damage if you don't... You have to roll so close to them, so it's difficult to dodge every single shot, but a little bit of damage is no big deal. Alright, Terror Dreadnought. 0%, my butt. Almost 100% sure one volley of torpedoes will destroy him. There's no way, right? We can come in at a wider angle than that. That should almost certainly destroy him. We fired 4 torpedoes last time to get him over 50%. This is 6, so yeah. Goodbye. Singularity torpedoes. The sweet, sweet taste of antimatter. Not really antimatter, but dark matter, whatever. It should be antimatter explosion, yeah. Maybe there's a secret 5th phase, 5th tier explosive weapons based on antimatter once we get to the very end of the game. Now, I forget, did these carriers have an anti-missile system? I kind of think they did. Yeah, he shot some of them down. But, he's not going to shoot the rest down. He can't even... I didn't even hit him with the torpedoes. We just destroyed him with the warp missiles. I think that's the first time we've actually seen the warp missiles go. That was actually pretty darn impressive in my book. Okay. If you still have Firebirds, you could have double warp missiles. I guess the Lotuses could have double warp missiles, too. You know, I wonder if I should think about that, because you can downgrade a torpedo slot to a missile slot. I hadn't really thought that the DPS would be worth it, but because they'd fire at the same rate, it would be quite useful. Yeah, because you could equip any of the missile weapons on a... Or you could just drop the anti-missile system, but that would be dumb. You could go 3 sets of warp missiles. But I don't think that would work. The Lotus definitely needs the anti-missile, but you could definitely go light missile, light missile. 3 would be insane. But you would lose DPS. It's just a matter of, like, it's kind of easier to target like that. Let's see, missile tech, warp missiles. because they fire so quickly, they really do pretty good damage. Let's see, 45 times 60 is 2,400 plus 300, so 2,700 damage. But they fire really, really fast, so point defense doesn't work. It's like the ultimate point defense destruction at really good range, even. So what I say, 2,600, I think, or 2,700. The torpedoes were more than that. So if we downgraded our heavy mount from a torpedo to a warp missile, you would lose some total damage for sure. But the effectiveness in combat would go up because they'd be firing warp missiles at the same speed. That would be a lot of warp missiles and an anti-missile system. No big lock-on. The warp missiles actually have longer range. I don't think I'm going to change it up right now. Just kind of an idea. You could definitely go Lotuses with double warp missiles. Because normally when I'm using my Lotuses, the ships are getting blown up before the torpedoes even lock on if I'm doing the missiles first. Anyway, we're not doing these missions. No. So it could be that this UFO is coming to Australia. And I like to shoot the interceptors down over land, but I don't have time right now. Because we need to figure out how to fight a mothership. I could probably have done a save state right before... Well, I could have saved my game right before we got here. But this is our first chance against a mothership, and I can already tell you, I hate it. So it's got the old cargo ship auto attack thing, which was my favorite. So we're going to just take light damage all the time. It has slow-moving missiles. That's nothing new anymore. We're just testing in the waters here with our cyclones. So the largest circle is going to be the slow-moving, whatever we call them, annoying missiles. Oh, that was dumb. Great job, Blue. Okay, we got him. That was some damage I didn't need to take there. Alright, now we're going to have to make a run at him, or we're just going to lose, like... We're going to take a lot of damage just getting anywhere near the mothership at this point. But yeah, they call them battleship missiles. I think we can shoot them down. The pink ones, I think your anti-missile systems shoot down, but obviously we can just sort of dodge them. Not too big a deal. Alright. So, here goes. Wish me luck. I expect it's going to have a big laser. There it is. Okay, so you remember back on, not the Terror Dreadnought, but the Tier 4 battleships. They had this laser, also similar circle of fire, so it's going to be more like that. Relatively slow moving. We're going to dodge roll out of that, because that'll probably one-shot you. We've got enemy drones types weapons. So if you don't have anti-missiles, these will definitely kill you. You can't dodge roll from them very easily. I want to see if it shoots my stuff down. It doesn't look like it. So no, it doesn't look like it has point defense. And it has about 22,000 HP. Because these things do 2,200, 10%. So it's going to take, well, 8 more torpedoes. If we hit them with 4, that puts them at 40% theoretically. And then 3 Furies shoot it down. Boy, easy air game does make things easier. Might be doing a little bit under 10%. So it's going to take a little bit more than, a little bit more, what am I trying to say, than 10 singulars. Okay, but it gives me a good idea. It's dangerous. Definitely dangerous. Ah. Yeah, the angle on the exit is still very important. Okay, but still, halfway, almost halfway dead. The science experiment was important. Imagine playing it on not easy air game. Double that HP immediately. So on not easy air game, we would have done like 20% damage with 4 singularity torpedoes. Okay, what do we have nearby? Lotuses will be ready in a bit. Problem is, only Cyclones can do the dodge roll and the anti-missile. And one got shot down. The ones in Soviet Union are going to need to rearm for a little bit. South Africa might make it in time. But they won't be able to shoot it down on their own. We're going to have to do some suicide bombers here, I think. There's really no other option. I think I send the nearest armed Lotuses. I don't want to shoot it down over the water, but these guys should only do... let's see. If they manage to shoot all 4 torpedoes, which I'm not sure about, because they'll get shot down by the big laser, probably. Unless I can fly at an angle to dodge the big laser, and the anti-missile keeps them protected. But we'll see. They should bring it down close enough that we can suicide some Furies at it, basically, is what I'm thinking. Or the Cyclones will save the day. I don't want to shoot it down. Let's make another save here, just in case. Just in case, you know. Hey there, Pro Tank. Yeah, the motherships here are real scary. We're still getting Millennium 2.2 facts by Tim Dover. I appreciate that. Okay, this is all my antimatter weapons getting to North Africa base for our upcoming mission. Alright, let's engage it. Alright, so the only problem per se is the big missile, the big laser. We've got no dodge roll, we're not as fast as the Cyclones. I would like to at least launch the torpedoes once if possible. Okay, we dodged that one. Well, we got hit. You know, they did alright. They got their fusion torpedoes out. They're probably going to get shot down. Unless I fly away very carefully. Boom! So much boom. That's all the warp missiles. You know, they did a good job. They had some more warp missiles. They might have enough to finish it. But remember, the warp missiles are the narrow field of fire. It's going to be very hard to fly by it and not get killed by those lasers. And they're already pretty close to dying. But still, I think we can get out of here alive. We should be out of the range of the big gun. The lasers... the passive damage eventually killed us. Even though we were flying well. So that's... I hate ships that have those because it just puts a timer on your mission. Now, I think both of those Loti got hit by one big laser each. So if you dodge the big laser, I think you could make a flyby and still fly out. Just with the passive, you know, whatever we're calling that weapon, the sonar weapon. But still, this thing is a suicide mission basically every time. Grabby will never be forgotten. Don't worry, we'll get to the Millennium 2.2 sequel one day. Alright, well the Cyclones should definitely be able to finish it off. Oh, there's a shuttle over here. I sort of forgot about it, but it's low priority, you know. We'll see if we can pinch it in between... Actually, the Cyclones will be faster anyway. Between the Cyclones, you know, Soviets and North Africa. But I gotta watch this more importantly. Good. Heavy shuttle, get out of here. Alright, tail till overland. We're not doing any shuttles right now. This mission's kind of annoying. It's gonna be easy to shoot down, it's just wasting my time here. I want some Furies that are fresh, full of fuel, just in case, you know, we run out of time here. Alright, I'm worried that my Cyclones are going to run out of fuel as well. Want some backups. Alright, here we go. The Cyclones have a ton of fuel. What am I worried about? Late game air. Alright, we got this. Okay, let's do this. We can just dodge roll out of the laser. The only thing that can hurt them really is the sonic weapon, as long as I'm paying attention. And I can manually do this as well. I don't know if it's better, but it's probably not, because now they're split up and this guy's too close. Hey, he's dead. Cyclones, king of the air. They really are, like, king of the air. Alright. Look at that beauty. One dead mothership. No base attacks on my watch. So I think if you were playing on the higher air game, it would just depend on how many Cyclones you had, or if you wanted to suicide all of your Furies. Because the Furies would definitely get shot down by the enemy drones. You'd need anti-missile systems to unload all your ammo. The Lotuses might be good enough to get in and out. Which means maybe you could get in and out with the Night Owls. I think these are faster than the Lotuses. They wouldn't get the warp missiles, but they would probably be able to unload their 2 Singularity torpedoes at least. But remember, on a normal difficulty, it would take about 20 of those to kill it. So if you had 20 Night Owls, that'd probably do it. The Furies might be more efficient just in terms of fire 6 and then die. Just like our old Terror Carrier days. Okay, well, time for our mission. So I'm going to take a short break, future tubers. I know this is 23 minutes in. Maybe I'll split this up anyway. You know what? I'll show you. Because we're going to have to use a full episode for this. Let's do our gearing up. I want to talk about my plans. So, normally we bring, like, snipers and stuff. But today, we're not. We're going to not bring snipers. And I know this is ridiculous. We are going to make a new role. And we're going to call it something special. Star? We don't use the star, right? Antimatter rules. That's our new squad designation. So, the antimatter rules guys are going to wear Alpha Wolf armor. They're going to have the best rifle we can make, which right now is a Mark III antimatter. At least one reload, although we'll figure that out in a bit. For now, we're probably going to need medkits, so you're going to have to bring a medkit. And, you know, the best grenades we can find. So we should have... Let me see here. The ability to bring, you know, 1 or 2 of the best stun grenades. 1 or 2 of the best smoke grenades. And, you know, 1 or 2 of the best explosive grenades. For now, we'll just bring 2 of each and we'll figure this out. But stun, smoke, explosion, chemical. That's the main, you know, highlight reel. I kind of think... There's 2 ideas I had. One idea was like, okay, bring this and try to find a way to bring the electron rifle for a backup. Because we're going to want to capture some stuff. And this will definitely let you capture stuff. Also, civilians are kind of weak to energy, so this is a decent way to capture them. But then I was thinking, that's really heavy, and it interferes with my antimatter, you know, ammo. We could instead just bring, like, a backup rocket launcher. We've done this once or twice. The rocket launcher itself isn't too heavy, and we could definitely bring, like, 2 rockets each, which is a pretty good amount. We can bring the super stun rockets. And, you know, I feel like this is kind of a neat way to do it. Unfortunately, we're going to have to, like, pre-stock the rocket every time. Because it doesn't stay loaded with what you gave it. And we should have enough for, like, 1 more rocket. Equipment, rockets. So I'm thinking, if antimatter can't kill something, or when would we not use the antimatter rifle is kind of the question. There would also be the option to bring a melee weapon that's pretty samurai. The problem is we begin to run into weight capacity issues. We'd have to start dropping grenades to bring the sword. And I don't think it's worth it. The sword is cool. And you can use the sword for very few time units. Maybe against Seisons. Because Seisons are a little bit better against antimatter with their shields. But nothing on the civilian team should be good against antimatter. But, I mean, we'll find out. So if I didn't bring a melee weapon, I could definitely bring a backup rocket. Would we rather bring... huge single target damage, explosive area of effect damage, the best capturing rocket we could ever find, or like chemical damage? Honestly, these stun rockets are really good. I think that's probably the best, because the only thing antimatter can't do is capture, and this gives us 2 good capture attempts per soldier. Other than that, we still have a little bit of equipment space, or a little bit of weight space. Not enough for another ammo reload, I don't think. But 1 reload should last a fair while. Yeah, not even close. You could probably bring, like, a grenade or something extra. You could try to get by without fitting this gigantic med pack in there, but that seems like a bad idea. If I could bring 1 more grenade, I would bring another smoke, maybe? Even that's too heavy. Could try a flashbang. I didn't make any extreme flashbangs. That's technically too heavy, but we can do it. And this does leave us 4 spots to bring extra stuff that we could drop on turn 1 if we wanted. So for now, basically, that's going to be what we do here. This is going to be our antimatter squad. Unfortunately, like I said, you can't reload there. It's really annoying. It's going to make... I wonder... Do you guys remember if you can, on deployment phase, like, before you start the mission, you can just swap out your weapons, right? Because it would save me a lot of time in the long run, I suppose, if the loadout screen was the other way around. With the rocket launcher equipped primarily, and then on deployment phase, turn 0, before we're spending time units, switch back to the antimatter rifle for phase for turn 1. Because then all I need to do to gear up is do it like this, you know. It's going to be a lot faster doing it like this. especially if we use this loadout more than once. I did sort of decide that I didn't want to use the sonic weapons on the Terror mission. They do a lot of damage, but the time unit cost is just not that great. Now this guy, the 5th slot is a weird one, because I didn't build 5 Alpha Wolves. So I'm not sure... Like, I could either try to build another Alpha Wolf, or we could try a Guardian version. Now, the Guardian version will be much less able to shoot, but also able to fly easily, and much more protected against fire and chemical. Much better armor in general. Just not as good at shooting. So like 4 antimatter rifle rocket snipers, and then a same weapon loadout, but more of a scout with good armor. It's kind of what I'm thinking. A little bit more inventory space. Not much. And then for our shield guys, well, clearly the best shield guy is this already. I might want to bring a backup shield, especially against civilians. Which means we want to load up like this so we can bring the shield. But otherwise, there's not a lot to change here. 1 reload. Couple smoke grenades. It's about as best we can do most of the time. Our power armor will definitely have to bring some extra reloads. But I do think bringing that extra shield is going to be helpful. In theory, whether we use it or not, it'll be nice to have it in a pinch. This upgraded us to the 3rd pistol as well. Or the 2nd Mark III pistol. These are really good weapons. And then as far as the power armor goes, well, antimatter is still, or pulse is still real good against civilians. So we're gonna have 2 of those for sure. I think the flamethrower... I don't know. I might still bring those flamethrowers. I still don't really have a replacement for an antimatter minigun Mark II yet. We're gonna definitely bring the Mark III cannon. We're gonna reload. We're gonna bring some more ammo for that. Oh, and I forgot. One thing I was doing. 2 hours away. Okay, we've got enough time. We're gonna wait 2 more hours. There we go. So the reason I did that, simple enough, shouldn't be too surprising for anybody, is we can try to test out a new kinetic weapon. So, instead of bringing this garbage Gauss railgun, which definitely has not lived up to expectations, let's try the Gauss, or the Rail Mark II. So, it does have 240 ammo, which is good, so we can fire this, what is 36 per volley? So, however many that works out to, 7 or 8, I guess, probably 7.5, I think. Anyone want to do some math? 5 times 6 is 180. Yeah, it's definitely like 7 shots. That's not bad, but you're definitely going to want 1 reload at least. Oh. Well, isn't that convenient? Of course there's a downside. Of course. So the ammo pack for the rail is bigger. Are they all like that? Yeah. Yeah, they sure are. Not that one, at least. There was one tech, I think it was Plasma Tech, where the ammo was bigger as well. I didn't even check that earlier, but... Alright, good to know. Good to know. So 2x3 to bring the rail minigun ammo. Okay, that's fine. 1 reload should still be lots. Then what do we do? What do we focus on? I need ammo reloads. The flamethrower is really more backup. Pretty useful backup for the antimatter cannon. So, like, the antimatter cannon guy is definitely going to be bringing a bunch of backup reloads, because this one uses a ton of ammo. So he's going to be dropping most of that stuff on turn 1. And that's fine. Nothing to worry about there. Just leave a bunch of those in the base, in the drop ship. And he can't really carry too much else, because this stuff is really heavy. We're going to drop the med kit, drop as many of these as we need to move along, and then pick them up later. Probably drop one of his plasma flamethrowers too. Alright, so that's Skarbamir. This is a mothership, so we are going to have to deal with a bridge. It might be very nice to bring a couple shock charges for the bridge still. Is there any reason not to do that? Hey there, so what? First time you caught a live stream. Well, we've had a lot of streams the last month and a bit. Ever since the quarantine, we've been streaming pretty regularly, so thanks for stopping by. We're just getting prepared for a very difficult terror mission. Probably the most difficult one. I'm going to say pretty straight up, the most difficult one we've seen yet. We're in the late game now. So, two shock charges for captures at the end. Hopefully that's enough. And, I mean, the rockets are better. But what we could do, still, for the final phase, we can have the shield guys toss in 2 shock charges. And then if I want to, I could do 5 stun rockets. That should work pretty good for clearing a bridge. So yeah, I think 2 is enough. As long as we've got enough rockets and ammo to get there. I think I stand by that. I'm a little bit worried about running out of medkits. So I do kind of want everyone to drop a medkit on the first turn. Do I want the electron cannon? Or the yeah. For backup weapons, so far we've just been bringing flamethrowers. Does this... So, not to spoil things too bad, but... The, there is a Praetor. So the risk of mind control is there. And being mind controlled sucks. Electron weapons are one of the better counters for your allies being mind controlled. Although a stun rocket would probably still work. The problem is the heavy armor guys, the power armor, they can only use electron cannons, nothing else as far as helping out a disabled friend. Also, I'm just trying to say, power armor is the least likely to be mind controlled because they've got the highest armor protection for psionic. So it'd be nice if they could help out in a pinch if someone gets mind controlled. It hasn't happened yet, but there is a Praetor. I'd say the odds are still low with just one, though. In fact, I'd say this is not too much to worry about. The armor's psionic defense should last, because there's only one psychic in the entire mission. A Sizen mission, when there's one Praetor plus all the typical psionic Sizens, then you'll burn through your defenses a lot quicker. This time we should be okay for a lot longer. But he might be special. He might be a terror one rather than a normal one, which is bad. But that'll be part of the fun. Part of the fun. That said, I don't even think I have a backup. This is probably my last flamethrower anyway, so... Yeah, I only built 4 flamethrowers, so I guess we bring 1 anyway. Not really on purpose, but just because we don't have anything else really worth it. I could have sent another pulse minigun, or I could bring the Gauss minigun, but he's already got, you know, Gauss weapon. Or he's already got, like, a good minigun. I do need to make sure I fit in some reloads. So we got Mark III rifles, Mark III pistols. They're the ones that are going to run out of ammo. So let's do that before I forget. So 2 to carry. Four per cell. 6 per... Okay. So, the rifle ammo is a bit heavier than the pistol ammo. So they can carry... Basically, I'm just trying to prep for the mission, but we can carry with us 2 pistol reloads and 1 rifle reload, which is pretty good. The rifle is 30 shots. The pistols are only 10 shot. And then they'll drop on turn 1 2 of the others. Like, they'll drop all this stuff on the ground and just carry with them some backup for the other guys. That should get us a pretty long way into the mission. Like, that's a lot of reloads. Plus, everyone has at least 1 reload at the beginning. So, 60 shots. That's 5 guys with 60 shots. And then 2 guys with 10 pistol shots. We'll have 6 more rifle reloads. And 8 more pistol reloads. That's pretty good. But I haven't brought a lot of rockets. And I don't know how many of these I'm going to really burn through. But I want to have some rockets ready to go. Sure. We have some more space here. Sure, we're gonna do this mission properly. More ammo for the dropship. Rocket and ammo for the dropship. Rockets. I'll even bring... I only have the 1 EMP weapon, so it's really unlikely we burn that ammo up, but... Oh, you know what we could do instead is bring a couple grenades. I didn't bring any backup grenades anywhere. I mean, what will we run out of? I have a feeling early on we're going to use a couple smoke grenades, so a couple backup might be fine. Also, if we get to the bridge battle, a reserve smoke grenade might be nice for that. Everyone else is loaded up pretty well. We can definitely drop some stuff on the first turn if we want. So I'm just going to bring some random grenades to drop around at the beginning. Some explosive grenades, some smoke grenades. This is going to make... Wherever we put this pile of stuff is going to be very dangerous, so we got to be real careful. But yeah, we've got some extra space here. That was basically the plan from the beginning. I could bring, like, a melee weapon. I don't think... Didn't I send them some axes? I forgot to send them the Axe Mark IV. Oh, well. It would have fit an Axe Mark IV in there, but... I don't think we're going to be doing a lot of melee weapons. They are really strong, but this is not the one we... This is not the mission for it, I don't think. Just we're bringing everything. Everything that's Mark IV, we're bringing. This is ridiculous at this point, but yeah, we're fine. You know what we also could bring? I never bring them, but hey, back up Xenonauts. Little pile of little baby medkit band-aids. Sure, you know what? That's as prepped as we can ever be. It's good enough. We probably won't need half of this stuff, but I want to make sure that if this mission does go forever, we've got the best chance we can. Alright, so that's the end of the prep phase. And we, of course, are bringing the Devastator Rise of Cat Tankilo. And the best weapons and stuff we have on it. Oh yeah, there was this thing. It's kind of bad. There's definitely some old vehicles we can replace, like the not terribly effective mech. I think I built them better mech weapons. I never bring them. The ion weapons look pretty strong, honestly, but it seems like most of the time the AP cannon wins. Okay, well, that's the team. Let's launch the mission and then probably end the episode for the future tubers. Hopefully I didn't miss anything super important. T4 Terror is among the hardest possible missions. Yeah. There's still, like, one more upgrade, because there's, like, a Phase 4.5. Just like Phase 1 had a Phase 1 and a 1.5. There's still a small upgrade the aliens get, and that'll probably unlock the very end units. But, for the most part, this is about as bad as it's going to get. T-Dogs, McDogs, flying over with A-Team. Oh yeah, let's do one more air mission, sure. One more happy mission before the true battle begins. Missed my torpedo window there. There's the big torpedoes. Uh-oh. We got too close. Well, that's the problem with things with big lasers. Dang. Alright. Anyway, we shot it down. Losing aircraft is pretty standard. It's no big deal. Alright, well. Let's give the future tubers just a little sneak peek. I'm gonna make sure this is like a... This save is for more like... Don't crash on me, bro. Because this does happen sometimes loading the giant missions where they just straight up fail, so... Congratulations, so what? You'll be a red Ankylo in no time. Alright, let's see if this loads up. And then we'll have to end the episode for the future tubers. Yeah, the terror missions, large maps, lots of aliens. They also have a lot of civilians. So not only do they add like 50 or 60 enemies, they add like probably 10 to 20 civilians. So there's a lot of units to spread around, and it's a lot of items, and I would expect a lot of time is like just building the map and then testing out where you can put stuff, because it's probably randomly placed. So sometimes like XY coordinate 130-430 just lands on a bad tile, so then it has to try again. Okay, well, future tubers, we're going to end the mission here, or we're going to end the episode here. This is your sneak peek. We are not really in the corner, kind of on the middle at the back end of a narrow map. It's a long map. You know there's a big dreadnought somewhere down here, somewhere down there. But we definitely don't want to open this door. This wall is all that protects us against the onslaught of terror troops. So, I will off-camera drop some stuff in a pile, and when we come back next episode, time for the Terror Mothership. Hope you guys are excited. I'll see you next episode.